First at 5, a Target 12 investigators exclusive, the cost of doing nothing.
Cranston's Park Avenue bridge was the focus of controversy over the summer. DOT officials say it was in such bad shape it had to be shut down.
Now, Target 12 has been going through hundreds of pages of state billing records to break down just how much the problem-plagued overpass has cost you, the taxpayer, over the decades.
Let's get right to Target 12 investigator Tim White with the exclusive details from the West Bay Mobile Newsroom.
We asked the Department of Transportation for maintenance records of the Park Avenue bridge here going back a quarter century. What we got back? Not much. The Park Avenue Bridge is just around the corner from Rhode Island House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello's Cranston law office. When it was shut down in June over fears it would collapse, Mattiello was not pleased.
Why wasn't any corrective action taken?
Mattiello demanded to know the maintenance history of the span. A Target 12 review of paperwork on the problem-plagued Park Avenue Bridge shows a legacy of inaction by the state.
It would have been cheaper to replace it earlier on, but it would have been even cheaper just to continuously rehabilitate it or preserve it.
Target 12 asked for a complete maintenance history of the bridge spanning the last quarter century. We were given this single sheet of paper showing primarily pothole repairs. Thinking it was a mistake that such little maintenance had been done on a bridge known as a problem child, we went back to state officials to check it out again. No mistake. Since 1990, the biggest improvement project done on this bridge was in 2013 when it was resurfaced with new pavement. But that did nothing to address its structural deficiencies. 1990 is an important year in the story of Park Ave. With the bridge near collapse then, the state decided to replace the rotting timber deck with more wood, knowing then it was only a temporary fix.
So they pretty much knew back then when they put a wood deck on it, it would have needed to have been replaced again.
DOT Director Peter Alviti took the job as director in February. He says wood decks usually have a shelf life of just 15 years. Rhode Island stretched it well beyond its expiration date to 25 years. If the state had replaced the bridge back in 1990, the DOT says it would have cost about $1.8 million at the time. It's now going to cost taxpayers $3 million.
Tim, I can't go back in time and try and figure out why those decisions were made. But this is indicative of the kind of deferred maintenance and deferred construction that has gone on for decades with our infrastructure in this state.
Target 12 reached out to the man who was DOT director at the time those decisions were made. Matthew Gill declined to go on camera, but tells Target 12 he recalls there was some bickering with Amtrak over who had ownership of the bridge because it spans railroad tracks. He tells Target 12 we might have tried to just get it open, but not having to accept responsibility of a full-blown repair. There's no dispute who's responsible now. The state made emergency repairs on the bridge this summer. Target 12 reviewed nearly 70 pages of billing data. The state had to pay for police details, money to Amtrak, and contractor John Rocchio for yet another temporary fix to the bridge deck, totaling $536,000 that you just paid out. And the bridge still needs to be torn down. We're essentially flushing that money down the toilet.
Yes, it is. It was.
It's a temporary
fix. It absolutely
fix.
was. That money is just wasted for the sake of the bridge needs to be reconstructed using more modern technology, steel beams, concrete deck.
The bridge is now set for demolition so it can be rebuilt. Alviti says they had no choice to do the temporary repairs or the bridge would have been closed for years. Right now they have reconstruction set for 2017. Alviti says these are costly mistakes he does not want to repeat. Tonight, we take you on location to a program already in the works to get ahead of bridge decay before it becomes another Park Avenue debacle. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.